Hello people of the internet, I'm Solar Dragon, and welcome back to Civilization Beyond Earth. I'm sure some of you are wondering what happened the past few days. Well, Saturday I did a massive recording session, but there's more on that later. And the past 2 days you've been seeing Binding of Isaac videos. Well, I bought the game recently on Steam, and it's a fun game, so I figured, why not show videos of it? But I am going to be going back to Beyond Earth for at least one more playthrough. If people want me to do more playthroughs, I'll do more playthroughs. I might even do a multiplayer session if enough people ask. But for now, this will be the last playthrough unless other people want. We're going to go retrograde thrusters this time because we want to make our starting area. And that actually relates to what I'm going to be doing in this game. I will, as I said before, still be attempting a domination victory type. However, unlike what I said at the end of my last Beyond Earth video, I'm not going to be going purely purity unless the strategic resource that is around, because I found in playing my other playthroughs that attempting to go like Harmony with no Xenomass nearby, it's not a wise idea, which is probably why I did so badly in my last match, because I had one source of Xenomass, I was trying to go Harmony, and, excuse me, I didn't even get the ability to actually work it for how long? Maybe 10 episodes it was until I finally was able to make those Xenomass wells. But yeah, I'm pretty much not gonna force a
affinity. Whatever we start with,
we'll decide what affinity we go with. Interesting, very interesting. So we have we have the big starting area now. The question is, where do we start? If we start here, I know you guys can't see my mouse for some odd reason. In the bottom right-hand corner, that float stone is within the 3-tile radius, so we can work it, as is this resin. However, there's not really much else, but the only other option would be around here in the upper left-hand corner for that 2 Xenomass. In the end, floatstone is the better resource, which I guess means we are going purity after all. I'm sure if anybody was expecting that, you get your wishes now. However, unlike my last playthrough, since you all pretty much know the game now, I'm not going to only talk about the game, I'm going to talk about random things, life in general, pretty much anything that comes to my head. So the first thing that comes to my head is, how you all doing? Hope you're all doing fine. It kind of sucks when you're not doing well. I mean, I've had those kinds of days before, but who hasn't? Myself, I'm doing alright, I guess. I mean, I've been finished up, all registered for school my next semester. I start January 12th. So, fun. I get to go back to college. I was on break this semester because I honestly did not have the money to afford school, so but I guess that's only my own fault, because way back when I was in 8th grade, so probably 12 or 13 or something, I had actually gotten a chance to be a part of a program that, if I had gone through with all 4 years through high school with it, I could have gotten into college completely free. Yeah, completely free college education for just 4 years of your life. Well, it wasn't really 4 years of my life. I wouldn't have actually been going to college. It would have just been like extra courses, I guess. Stuff like that that would give me a supposed edge in school. But in the end, I really decided I didn't want to do it. And the reason why, actually, is just... Okay, I am technically more Hispanic than anything else, and something about the program was it was mostly kids of ethnicity. Like, you didn't see many white children in the thing. And I mean, I understand that minorities can need a little bit more help getting through to a good college education, but for me, I mean, not to sound, I don't know, what's a good word for it? Not to sound, I can't think of a good word for it. Well, pretty much, I didn't like the feeling that I was only getting this opportunity because I was a minority, because I've always been a smart child, and I originally had thought I was getting offered this opportunity because of my great grades. However, seeing all those minorities there, it kind of kicked in that I'm not getting this because of my grades, I'm getting this because I'm technically more Hispanic than normal. And that just sort of rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, like I said before, I have nothing against helping the minorities, but I didn't feel like I needed that kind of help. I mean, there were other kids in my class that came from technically worse off families financially than me, but they were not of a minority, so they didn't get that kind of opportunity. And I mean, they could have really used the money, so I'm sure some people will call me stupid for just throwing that opportunity away, but I mean, the way I see it, I didn't want to be given that because of something I couldn't control. I mean, I guess it's sort of the same thing as saying you want something, or I don't know what I'm saying, but just the fact is that I didn't want to get that because I was of a minority, and it's biting me in the ass, or butt, I suppose I should say. I don't like cursing in public. It bit me in the butt later on in life because now I am in a lot of debt to college, and I still have a few years to go, so yeah, I'm really regretting not taking that now, but, well, part of me regrets it, part of me doesn't, but enough about that. Let's talk about something else other than my stupid decisions and my massive amounts of college debt. What can we talk about? Well, since you guys have seen it, I wonder, how do you guys think I did with another video game that wasn't Civ? Excuse me. Did you guys enjoy the other videos? Because I got a ton of games that I could play if you guys wanted. I might be running into trouble recording Dragon Age Inquisition like I said I would because of the fact that turns out you can't actually use fraps to record on the PlayStation 3. So that sort of screwed me with that. So I need to either see if my computer can run Dragon Age Inquisition, or I need to see if I can get a HDMI converter cable thing. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I just know I would need some kind of converter to convert the image of my PlayStation 3 to my computer recording system. So I might be able to. Thing is, my computer, I went on one of those can you run this game sites, and it said that I didn't have the recommended settings to play the game. However, when it came to the minimum settings, it said again that I didn't have it, but I scrolled under, everything checked out but my video card, and under the video card option, they even have 3 little additional things, and my computer checked out for all 3 of them. So it was like, okay, my computer checks out in all of this, so it technically should be able to run this, yet you're saying I can't run this. Explanation? There was none. There was no reason why I couldn't run Inquisition. I can't run Inquisition, it's not passed yet, on my computer. So, I mean, who knows? You guys might get to see Inquisition from a PC play, or you might get to see it from a, what was I going to say? From a PlayStation 3 play. It all really depends on if I can scrounge up enough money to do it on my place to get a converter card, which honestly might be the better option considering the fact that there are other games that I'm going to want to play on the PlayStation 3 and record. Dragon Age, I mean, well, yeah, there is Dragon Age Inquisition, of course, but there's also Dark Souls 2. That's a fun game. I might want to play some of that to all of you to see. And Kingdom Hearts 2.5 HD Remix is coming out this winter. Really, the first one. I loved the games when I was a kid. When 1.5 came out, I bought it as soon as I could. And, when I heard 2.5 was going to be released, I was determined to get that too. The question is now, can I record it or not? Or would you guys want to see it, a recording of it? It's all really up to you. I mean, you guys are my viewers, so I kind of need to cater to you. I'm not going to be, like, completely catering to you, like, oh, you don't want this, oh, I'll stop the series right in the middle of its recordings. No, I'm not going to do that kind of stuff, but I'll take your suggestions. I want your suggestions on what you want me to record, because honestly, I don't know how I'm doing. You guys might be completely hating my videos, and I wouldn't know because nobody's speaking up. Sure, I'm getting some likes and comments, but it's not the same as actually hearing feedback of, oh yeah, I love how you do such and such on Civ, so play some more. I love the way you play Binding of Isaac, play some more. I don't know that. I'm not psychic or anything, so feedback is really needed when it comes to YouTube. So, drop me some comments, I guess. And let me know if you guys want some more videos, what kind of games you might have suggestions of wanting to see, any of that kind of stuff. But, enough about YouTube now. I keep getting tracked onto one topic or another. It's kind of strange that I'm doing that. Oh, that's that resource pod. Let's see, what else can I talk about that isn't YouTube or Beyond Earth? I mean, I'll still talk about Beyond Earth every once in a while when something big happens, but anyway, let me think. Life's going good. How's everybody's weekend? It's Monday, so everybody should be coming down from their weekend. Hope it was a nice weekend, relaxing. I technically had a long weekend. My boss is currently on vacation, so I didn't have to come into work on Friday. Yay me! I mean, not really yay me. I lost 8 hours of work, which meant I lost 8 hours of pay, but still, it was nice, relaxing. I got to sleep in on Friday for once. I haven't slept in ages, because I've been so busy lately. But, yeah, it was nice to be able to sleep in on Friday. Who doesn't love sleeping in? It's so relaxing just laying, you don't even have to sleep in, it's just, you get the chance to lay in your bed and know that you don't have to get up, rush around, and do a bunch of stuff. You can just lounge around in your bed and have a lazy day. Everybody needs a lazy day every once in a while. If you don't have a lazy day, you're gonna get stressed out, you're gonna overwork yourself, and you're gonna have a little breakdown. I've had breakdowns before, and they are not fun. Trust me. Having a breakdown is one of the worst things you can have. I'm gonna go up there for my next city, so add a columns. Nope. Stop. But yeah, breakdowns, really bad thing to experience. Trust me on that. You don't want to have mental or physical, as the case might be, breakdown. It will just, I mean, yes, it will change your life in ways, but it'll also just make things seem a lot worse than they really are. I mean, my most recent and my first breakdown in years was all because of a girl. I mean, I was really for her, and she asked me if I would like to get an apartment with her, even though we weren't dating, we were just best friends at the time. And I was like, sure. So I brought it up to my parents, and well, they weren't all that okay with it, and it was just a big mess of things, and eventually I chose to stay home. My parents brought up a lot of points as to why I should stay home, and my friend understood. She was cool with it. And eventually, though, even like my friendship with her sort of died a little. I didn't really want it to, and I'm sort of bringing it back to the point where it was, but it's taken time. But all good things take time, and I've kind of gotten over her too. So, I mean, there's no real reason to hold on to a crush for somebody if you know they don't feel the same way about you. take that as a good piece of advice, listeners. Do not hold on to a crush for a long time if she doesn't feel the same way. Or at least... Okay. If you haven't told her, but you think there might be a chance and she's not dating anybody, go ahead and keep that crush. If you know they don't like you that kind of way, then do yourself a favor. Drop the crush, because you're going to get hurt if you continue to hold on. It is not a fun thing to experience. The loss of a crush, or something like that. I'm not exactly sure how to describe it.
You go to war with the...
I really can't think of a good way to describe it. Well, I guess the best way I could put it is, it feels like your heart is pretty much getting ripped out of your chest when you have a crush on somebody, but you lose that kind of crush. So don't do it, people. And going down here, because we got that first point of purity, so we're going to go purity affinity. But enough about that. What else can we talk about? I don't know, how about animals? Does anybody have any of my listeners have any animals? I got pets. I got 2 cats, and one of them, even though he's probably at least 10 years old, started not using the litter box. Had him checked out by the vet and everything. They just determined it's a behavior problem, so I have to retrain him, and while it might seem a little bit cruel how you retrain them, if you look it up, you'll find that the best way to retrain a cat to use the litter box is to lock them in a room with only their food, water, and litter box for a couple weeks at a time. So, I mean, it kind of sucks, yeah, for the cat, but things you gotta do to get them to behave. You don't want to wake up to the smell of poop every single day on your floor. It just gets really messy really fast, and it's not a fun thing to experience. Gonna be getting our second city soon. Dang it. Yes, we are benevolent towards it, but yeah. So I got like 2 cats. One of them is very, very well behaved. Oh shoot, siege worm. But one of them is well behaved, and he doesn't poop on the floor, so that's nice. And he's sort of the silent guardian of the house. He'll always keep an eye over everything. He'll take down any spiders or bugs that he sees. He's just a really cool cat. And that's kind of an ironic phrase. And had them for a long time. They've pretty much been with me for at least a dozen years, probably. Now that I really think about it, yeah, probably about a dozen years or more. Which is really nice because, I mean, I love them. I've had them for a long time, and I've grown really attached to them, and I know it's going to happen someday that they won't be there anymore. I just don't like thinking about that day actually happening. So I won't. I'm not going to even talk about that day potentially happening anymore. Nope. I'm erasing it from my mind, and you should erase it from your guys' minds too. Although, if you guys have lost a pet, then you have my deepest sympathies, because I can imagine that that would not be something you want to experience, the loss of something you would consider family like that. I mean, that just... I feel sad already just thinking about it. And I have only lost pets when I was really, really young, like kindergarten age, and considering the fact that I started kindergarten at 4, that's really young. But yeah, pets are a great thing, or they can be a great thing. They can be a pain sometimes too. You can trust me on that. Like, if they poop everywhere, you heard me, Picasso, I'm talking about you. He's in the closet, or small room, I suppose you could call it, nearby me, so he can hear what I'm saying. But I don't think he's acknowledging me right now because he doesn't like the fact that I did this to him. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and this is something I had to do. Hopefully he'll understand in time, but if he doesn't, he'll get over it in time because he forgets, like, bad things happening to him pretty quickly. I mean, when we were younger, my brother and I, we used to play with him, and my brother was a little bit more aggressive with his playfulness. He actually swung Picasso, which is the name of the cat that's having toilet troubles, around in a circle by his two front paws and then threw him into a chair. It was a soft chair, but still. That was just like, I pretty much screamed at him to stop, and when he stopped is when he actually is when he tossed him into the chair. Okay, they're not gonna be killed. So I was like, no, I didn't mean stop like that, I meant stop, like, put him down, and he just laughed it off, because right afterwards, Picasso just ran back to him and started purring and ranked himself up against his leg. He's really a sweet cat. He's a little stupid at times, I'll admit that, but he's a real sweet cat. You couldn't find a better one than him, and I really love him, despite the fact that he poops everywhere. And hopefully in a couple weeks, that will stop happening. And I'll actually let you guys know if that stops happening or not, because if it doesn't stop happening, you'll hear me complain about it. If it does, you won't hear me complain about it. So it's kind of a win-win for you guys in that way. You'll have more to hear me talk about other than just the games. But what else to talk about now? Because I'm again without a topic. Talked about pets. Well, I mean, there's not really much else I can talk about right now. Parents are actually harping on me a bit to stop recording soon because they're redoing our bathroom and that's noisy. So I said, don't do the bathroom while I'm recording. The sound will be interfering with the recording session. So, I mean, my dad just walked down into the room. I don't think they actually remember that I said I was going to record, and when he heard me talking, he glared at me and pretty much mouthed to me, hurry up. So, yeah, this is only going to be a half-hour session instead of a 2-hour session, but honestly, I think that might be the better way to do these recordings, because I've found that yes, I do get some, like, experience if I do the longer sessions and then play in between, but, I mean, let me go, like I said, Saturday I did pretty much a big recording session. I recorded The Binding of Isaac, and I actually recorded some Civ. It was a different playthrough, though, and the problem was, I recorded in 4 sessions, but I forgot to record the third of the sessions. It was like, I pressed the button to start the recording, I pressed the same button to stop the recording, and I did that pretty much as close to every half hour as I could. Well, in that session, I had forgotten to press the button, and I didn't press it again until, like, half hour had passed, so a half hour of gameplay was gone, and it was like, I can't air this anymore. I'm missing, like, most of the actual video. That's not something people want to see. Only, like, they miss a half hour, and it was a good half hour too. I had actually mobilized against the African Union, the evil African Union that had attacked me last game, and I had taken their capital, and it was like, I was really excited to be airing this video series, but then I find out when I'm done with the 2 hours, oh, I didn't actually record this. Dang, that sucks. So, I had to re-record, and Sunday I couldn't really do it. I was really tired because we had to wake up early and go to my grandmother's house because I guess the ground on one of the sides of her house was starting to seep down into her basement, so we needed to fill it in with more dirt. And that took up a good chunk of the morning, so I was just tired that day, but I mean, it's not like I could have refused going. It was my grandmother, and I mean, you can't really refuse helping out your grandma, can ya? Nah, you can't. That just makes you seem insensitive, especially when your aunts and uncles know you're supposed to be showing up too. So I helped out, and I mean, it was a good workout too. I'll
How may
admit
the
that.
corporation...
I got a lot of upper body on because of constantly shoveling dirt and breaking dirt, and I had to stomp down to flat to press the dirt tight, so I got some leg work done too. So I mean, it wasn't a total loss. Sure, I was exhausted and I couldn't record, but hey, I got a bit of a workout, and I'm trying to get more in shape. So whether it's by doing the 30-day ab exercise routine or by stomping down dirt to help fill in your side of your grandmother's house, any workout that you can get at least probably hour of your heart beating fast from it is a good workout in my opinion. Burn those calories, people. You don't want to be unfit. It will not make you... Okay, it might make you appealing to some people, but I don't know. It's just... It might be just me, but I don't find people that are overweight attractive. I mean, I suppose if you're like a couple pounds overweight or something like that, it's fine. But if you're like obese or you are overweight and you don't think you have a problem, yeah, that is just not good. You do have a problem if you are overweight, and I understand it might be hard for some people to fix said problem, but you should always strive to fix it. Because, I mean, you could find yourself really more confident about your body if you are thinner.
The five
I know,
creatures.
I mean, I've only lost probably, I'd say maybe 20, maybe 10, 15, 20 pounds or so, but already I'm liking the way I look a lot more. I'm more confident about my appearance now because I'm in better shape. So, let that be a lesson to you all. Eat right, or you don't even need to eat completely right. You do need to eat somewhat good, like don't splurge out every single day and like get McDonald's or something, but like 1,500 calories or less is something most people can do. I mean, sure, I don't eat lunch, but I still manage to do it. So, eat 1,500 calories a day or less. Get your heart pumping from a good workout for maybe half hour to an hour every day, and you should be good to go. Excuse me. But we are actually approaching the time for wrap-up, so I think I will set up, actually, yeah, we got a couple minutes, so probably next turn, after next turn, I'm gonna be wrapping this up, and I'll be joining you all next time. So if you like this vid or my other vids, like, favorite, leave a comment, whatever, just give me some kind of feedback so I know what I should continue doing and what I should stop doing. And otherwise, I hope you